Fight.
Aman kah? Aman, aman, aman. Oke.
Nggak ada suara ya karena takut copyright guys.
Kalau kena copyright.
So here it is, one of the happiest days in the land of football. Clubs appearing for the first time at the start of a new campaign to reveal their secrets from pre-season. New faces, new tactics, new approaches, but the same old game. We're all in love with football again. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So here is the big moment, and with us for it again, Jim Begley.
Well, Peter, world-class managers and players wherever you look, and the style that makes it the world's most exciting league. It's hard for really good innovation in the game these days, and yet we have it in abundance in this league.
There's the whistle, and here we go. A new adventure, but the same old objectives. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. And a header!
He will be livid with himself.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Lefay. Out of play for a throw. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it, he chose placement instead, and delivered a peach.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Roberts. Sunderland upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Referee's given a throw. Good-looking ball. Talisca. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
No, that was never going to make it. Played back to the goalkeeper. Approaching half-hour mark. That has been cut short. Isidore. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pinches it off him. Amrabat is the team's great visionary. That's been cut out, well played. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Isidore. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he skips past his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity.
He's gone for it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Messi looking to get on the end of this. Lefebvre. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Carvajal.
That was lovely, that.
Lobbed in behind.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Look, movement creates more options.
Climbs up big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Lefebvre. Lefebvre. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Foden. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
There will be
Squeeze it through.
added time.
Talisca. Now there's a fine ball. That's a sharp pass. Carvajal. Here's Foden. And he's onside. And it's played into the... Oh, smashing header! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Manchester United glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but we have to say things could have been very different.
And
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So, off we go once more.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Lefay. Foot in. Talisca. Carvajal. Foden. He's gone for goal. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away. It's really well cleared. Sunderland have the chance to go the other way. It'll be a throw-in. Lefay. Roberts. Carvajal kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they're back on the ball again. Ribery. Cambiasso. Amrabat. Mbappe. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field.
Number 2 then.
Amrabat. Number 19, Phil Foden. Number 21, Ribery. Number 94, number 11, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 27, Matthias Nunes. Number 2, Alexander Arnold. Number 22, Joshua Kimmich. Number 9, Kane. Number 10, Modric.
Roberts gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate gets a foot in here. And it's Messi. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their third corner. He's gone for
The
goal!
attendance for this match was
Just wouldn't stay down for him.
70,987.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over. Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Modric! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Manchester United get their fourth corner. There's the header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambiasso. He's picked his way through. He is through here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Swings it across. Up for a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Matheus Nunes. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Oh, sweet feet.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Cambiasso is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now this could be a chance. It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! Chooses to go back. Cambiasso is wide and looking to get onto this. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lefebvre. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Isidore.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Poveda. Lefebvre goes short. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Cambiasso. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Matheus Nunes. And here's
There will
Kane.
be 3 minutes at a time.
Matthews Nunes. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Brown.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kimmich. And he cuts out the supply. Brown. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United have launched themselves in the desired manner. This the perfect result to build upon in the weeks ahead. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. There's the whistle, and here we go. Moore. Talisca. Mbappe. Oh, played right into his path. Great hit! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Cambiasso. Amrabat. Mbappe. And it's Ribéry. Now Foden. Messi. Moore. Talisca. Brewster. Foden. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of...
Oh, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ribery. Cambiasso. He's in space and looking for options. Neither side yet able to find the net. Robinson. Now he's off and running. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Campbell. This is promising. Shot a goal! He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's following up! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Amrabat. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's been shifted off it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Konate. And Cambiasso. Amrabat. Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. A corner it is then. Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Minutes gone.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Ribery. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hit into the middle. Chowdhury attempts a clearance. Messi receives it in a good position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is through here. Just eases him off the ball. Talisca.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a hit! That's a half-decent try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Talisca. Now it's Foden. Foden. Chance! loose now and they want to get it back. Campbell. Chowdhury. Oh, perfectly measured that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's found a way through. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, he's taken it. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he's going direct. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Second half? Ours, of course.
So we reach the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And the action is back on the way.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Van Dijk. Konate. And Cambiasso. Amrabat is the team's great visionary. And it's Messi. They get a throw in. Foden. Talisca. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Talisca. A real chance that we can get through, and that's not going to reach. Chowdhury. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Talisca, he's one-on-one, decent hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Substitution.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change. Van Dijk.
Look, movement creates more options.
And the finish!
The attendance for this match was
That is decidedly lacking.
29,514.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, it's not getting there. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Kimmich. He's picked his way through. Cross flung in towards the middle. And back to the keeper they go. Kimmich. Alexander-Arnold. Son Heung-min. He's got the shot away! Oh, split-second reaction.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So, third corner of the
Coming
game.
on the field is number 11.
And now they can clear their lines. Carvajal. Oh, that's neat. It's a loose ball. Alexander-Arnold tries the cut back. Has a look and plays it forward. Campbell. Chowdhury. Campbell. Now Foden.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gets his pass away. That is lovely. Alexander-Arnold. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 38.
Manchester United get their
Coming on to
fourth
replace
corner.
him is number
In for a
18.
header. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Kimmich. Well, played right into his path. That is good strength. Now it's Kimmich. Look at the space here. Backward it goes.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Passes short and sharp.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's in on goal. Pinches it off him. Challenge just a bit on the foot. Can he
Has been
finish?
indicated.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Kane. Raksaki. Nicely aimed pass. And Dijk cuts it out. And it's Kane. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the... So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Ribéry crosses it in. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Sulemana. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's had a crack. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Carvajal. Great ball if he can get there. And he's certainly onside here. Southampton claim it back to much approval.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ribéry. Talisca. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Back on the ball again. He's having a go. Oh, fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Konate. For Ribery. Into the box.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, that's been intercepted. Sulemana. Downs. Talisca. Stevens. Sulemana. Van Dijk does well to get it back. He's looking to set free a runner. There's the shot! Goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Messi. Now it's Ribery. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Ribery. It's one! Defending of the... He's had a hit! Ugo Chukwu. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Messi! It's in! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Number 8, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Stevens.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
In with the challenge. And it's Messi. Oh, they could break here. Messi. He's found the way through. Can he finish? Yes! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Number 94.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Downs. Stood up well to him there. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, super ball. Well read. And the danger is averted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Now it's some has a goal! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
This possibly the last play of the half. Tries a header! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Stevens. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Manchester United are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence
That's
a
the first
whole
45,
power of
and
good.
we're well on top. Let's
Manchester
look forward to
United
more to come
3
in the
ahead
second
after
half.
a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution on the field. Number 94. Number
Here's the start of the
7,
second half.
Amrabat. Number 11.
Kane,
Mbappe.
Messi.
Number 24. Ibrahima Konate. Coming on the field. Number 9. Kane. Number 22. Joshua Kimmich.
Real chance!
Kim Min-jae.
Oh, he's missed it.
Number 18, Anton.
Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Sulemana. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, he's burst through. He's had a shot. Ugochukwu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance! And he hits the net. It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That was not... Can he finish? Oh, almost a sixth.
Manchester United were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Just about up to the hour now. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's tidy. Kimmich. Picked out brilliantly. And he's gone backward here. Shot at goal! They've scored! And that is what they came to see. What they demanded to see. His first.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 65 minutes is number 22, Kimmich. Kimmich. Kimmich.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi. That's a nicely measured pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Foden. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Sulemana. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kim Min-jae, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kimmich makes the interception. Kim Min-jae. Kane. It's Kane! Not out the best in the keeper.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United have their third corner. Climbs up big! And he steered it beyond the post. Harwood Bellis. Referee's given a throw. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Van Dijk does well to stand firm and defend it. Cambiasso looking to hit the byline here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Foden, and he's had it nicked away. Carvajal calmly anticipates, and it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! He scores! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 83 minutes is number 9, Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Harry Kane.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now it's Kane. Ribéry. And here's Foden. Great hit! Cleared without complication. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Downs. Ugo Chukwu fiddles it through, and there's green grass ahead of him. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Anton has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Kimmich. And Cambiasso. Messi. And it's Kane. Kim Min-jae receives it in a
There will
good
be 5
position
minutes
here.
added time.
Stevens. Pass somewhat off target. Kim Min-jae. Foden. Now it's Ribery. And the finish! And it's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
5 minutes to add. And it's Kane. Closing in on goal. He's in a good position here. And the shot! Sticks it away! And it is becoming almost two. And time is up. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for... Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And that has left him in a heap. Threads one in. Talisca. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That's gone loose. Gets a good foot in there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's found a way past. That's very neat. Kivior gets it away. And it's Ribery. Oh, that is a nice touch. Ribery. Can he put it away? Oh, the ball. He's having a go. Oh, my word. That is quite something. Sumptuous finish. An absolute joy. And there it is. His 10th goal. His first mini milestone.
The goal scorer after 14 minutes is
Foden duly
Number
reaps his
19.
reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Trossard engages and forces him off the ball. Manchester United are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Good read, needed to be. White. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And can he finish it? It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Foden. Manchester United have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Amrabat. Amrabat is flagged offside. Over to the left. Amrabat does really well to win the ball there. Gets his pass away. Foden. Amrabat. And it's Van Dijk. Carvajal. Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Big chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Partey. Could be danger here. Has a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
After 31 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He has found the way through. Cambiasso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Amrabat. Foden. And here's Messi. And he's there to clear it. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's out for a goal kick. Cambiasso is there and he can pick it up. Played back in. Now the finish! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 39 minutes is
2 goals on the day and he may not yet be done.
Kylian Mbappe.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Foden.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Partey. Partey cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Carvajal. Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And Amrabat. Foden. Cambiasso. Now Foden. Partey. Saka. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Saliba. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Manchester United have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes, and this is the very least they deserve for their splendid endeavours.
That's the first half then. A rocky start to say the least. But that won't shake our spirits, will it? And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again then. Carvajal. And it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Luis Skelly for Merino. Foden does well to get it back. Carvajal.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
He can run onto that. Mbappe, real chance! It's a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it!
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Number 11.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Trossard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ball is over the line. No, again there's no way through.
Saka really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shot a goal! It's there! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Carvajal. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
The attendance
Well,
for
he
this
helps
match
himself
was
to a treble, Peter, and then they switch
60,332.
on. It's a bit late now.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! Sticks it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. Thinks one through, neatly clipped into space.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's managed to get rid. Niasso. Oh, well played. Big chance, corner. Is their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Luis Skelly. Martinelli. Amrabat gets a foot in here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He is just caressing the ball. Messi turns and goes back. He's tried one! Oh, impressive strike.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Partey. Coming on to replace him is number 41, Rice. Substitution in progress.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change. White. Saka. Now Odegaard. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the keeper's given it away. Can he finish? No mistake! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 11.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Arsenal making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 17.
Alexander Arnold. Van Dijk. Searching ball that into space. Oh, no joy this time. Shapes to shoot! Brought out the best in the keeper. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Goes in for the header! Great chance!
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 49.
Manchester United have their
Coming
third
on to
corner.
replace him is number 33, Calafiori.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Zinchenko. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Zinchenko. Rice unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Saka looking to get on the end of this. Carvajal. Messi. It's a sweet ball, that. Mbappe! And he's certainly onside here. Carvajal. No joy, but a decent try.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the header! And he's there to belt it away. And that's been repelled. Oh, shooting chance! Ah, that's a fine interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mbappe, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim and a very good afternoon to you.
Unlucky, lads. Let's hope for better luck next time.
Mbappe again, guys.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always been impressed with Danny Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team player and a real fighting spirit inside him. You know, he's got that grit about what he does as a fullback. Although we're starting to see flashes of individualism here and there, and I hope that can only improve his game.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Amrabat, and here's Mbappe. Ayew. And it's Ribéry. Thomas. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he's lost his man here. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pass. That pass isn't the best.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm.
Justin gets rid without sophistication. Played towards the other side. And that's too far for anyone. Thomas. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him.
Talisca.
Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 22 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Leicester are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to pull.
And the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, he tried to go it alone, and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a brilliant interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Ndidi. Justin.
Talisca.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, it's played into the area. And the keeper beats it away. Justin. Ndidi. It's a throw-in. bit of skill and he's away. He's picked his way through. And he's heaved it away. And he's managed to get rid. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Mbappe! Now it's Messi. Real chance! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ndidi. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on.
Mbappe! And more! And just like that, he hits 50.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 45 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. There will be
A
3
case
minutes
now
added
of
time.
complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's shifting through the gears here. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
There's the whistle for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Manchester United 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
That's the first half. Let's hope for more of the same. And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution on the field. Number 11,
That gets things going for the second
Number
half.
12, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Number 94,
Ayew.
coming on the field. Number 9, Kane. Number 1,
Didi
Onana.
knocks it out wide.
Number 4,
Now that's well seen too.
Kim Min-jae.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Justin has given away a free kick. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ribery providing an outlet. Great hit! They've scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Number 21, Ribery. Ribery. Ribery.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, well played. Messi.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Here's Foden!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kane. No, again there's no way through. Amrabat.
The attendance for this match was 71.
That is a great ball. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Substitution in progress.
So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Leicester are looking to go forward now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Amrabat is the team's great visionary. Konate charging forward, the ball at his feet. Kim Min-jae. Kane. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Number 9, Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Harry Kane.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Reed. Oh, super find. Onana will lay claim to that. Ribery. And Konate. Van Dijk. Amrabat. And Carvajal. And it's Van Dijk. Konate. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, he's bustling through here. Look, tries a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
substitutions taking place.
Leicester are making a change now. They've played it short. Just about up to 75 minutes. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Foden. Carvajal. Ribery. Now it's Ribery. And he's quick to get it clear again. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Carvajal. Messi. Drives it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Konate and Cambiasso, and the return pass. And it's Kane. Messi. Mavididi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ribery. Cambiasso. Oh, that's fabulous. Ribery. Oh, such a clever touch. He gets big. No joy, but a decent try. Justin, forwards and with intent. Reed. Vardy.
That was lovely, that.
And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Foden has created one goal already. He steps in.
Added minute has been indicated.
And he's managed to get free. 4 added minutes on the board. Mavididi. Kane. Now it's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent hit! They've done it! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
And we're done. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, and the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Cambiasso.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away. That is a great pick out. Cambiasso. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That's a good run down the left. Foden. Ribery. Talisca! In for the pieces! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Oh, this looks sharp. That is good alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ah, he's given it away. Mbappe! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Talisca. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Foden. Messi. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Konate and Cambiasso. Decent progress down the left. Talisca. Decent hit! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Foden. Mbappe. Gets a good foot in there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Amrabat. And here's Mbappe. Great hit! They've scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Konate. Foden. And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game,
And
most
please
importantly, there has
welcome
been
our
just
lads to
one
the
telling
field.
moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Amrabat kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. Works it forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, played right into his path. He is through. Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Driving forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's intervened well there. And he's lost his man here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
The attendance for this
Coming
match
under
was
serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect,
28,599.
Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off. And they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Amrabat. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Talisca. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Messi. Crunching tackle. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played. Danger averted for now. And the counter is on. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! And that has come as a bit of a wake-up call for this defence.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
Kim Min-jae, Kane, Messi. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So there's going to be another change
Number
here.
33. Coming on the field. Number 14. Number 2.
Really fierce, close defending. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Has been indicated.
And he's away. And he's been hit one! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's that, the end. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Unlucky, lads. Let's hope for better luck next time.
Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Palmer. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. It's a sweet ball, that. He is through here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be...
Oh, smashing header! Pedro Neto. Lavia. Colwell. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lavia. Pedro Neto. And Fernandez. Floated up and over. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cucurella. He's found a way through. Amrabat did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cucurella made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Chalobah attempts a clearance. Cucurella. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Foden. Amrabat is always looking to break lines. Colwell. Cucurella. Madueke.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Palmer. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now Colwell. And Chalobah. Lavia. Pedro Neto. And Lavia. Amrabat did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, just skips past his man. In with the challenge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Ribery cuts it out. Foden. Cambiasso. And Amrabat. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Jackson. Cucurella. Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pinches it off him. Cambiasso. No, no way through. And he's had a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's a mighty effort! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Amrabat. Carvajal. And Amrabat. And it's Messi. Cucurella producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big header! And he's done it! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Welcome our players.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Chalobah. Manchester United come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Cucurella. Can he get onto this? Oh, such a clever touch. Madueke puts a cross in. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a decent ball. He's got away. That is lovely. Palmer. Oh, this looks sharp. He's had it taken off him. Defending was strong and firm. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Carvajal. Out again for a throw-in. Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Keeper's ball. And he's managed to get free. Fernandez
The attendance
gets
for
it
this
clear.
match was
He's there to retrieve it.
71,649.
Carvajal. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard.
Big chance! He's got away with one there.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Time then for the first
Madueke.
substitution of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 18.
Caicedo.
Lukaku.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cucurella, who's set up one goal so far. He has found a way through. There's the hit! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Goal!
And that is
After
about as
67
cool as they
minutes
come.
is
He picked his
number
spot
7.
expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Kane. Nkunku. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Kane, Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Foden. Spread neatly.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lavia. No, that's been intercepted. Foden. Carvajal. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Foden. Foden! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Manchester United with the corner.
Neto.
They're first.
Number 8. Fernandez.
And that has been cleared.
Coming on the field. Number 24. Reece James.
Cambiasso.
Number 22.
Oh, well played. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Dewsbury Hall for Nkunku. Cucurella. Palmer. Jackson looking to add to his goal. Tries to get it clear. James with the short one.
You wonder if that's it
Two
now, but
added
there
minutes
may be
have been
one more
indicated.
opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Chalobah cuts, and time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Amrabat picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise.
Thank you. Bye bye.